Hi, I'm Shirley Weiss, and I had the pleasure this weekend of spending some time with Rodolfo in some really sacred healing energy, and had the opportunity to experience more than anything the being that Rodolfo is. And it makes me very happy to share his essence with anyone considering being in his presence, because from the first moment that I sat with him, it was clear that I was in the presence of someone that was holding me completely in my light and power, and I was able to just open up and be all of me. And I mean all of me, and just show up.
When I saw Rodolfo for the first time a few days ago, I saw this beaming light walking up the path. And I just knew he was someone I wanted to talk to connect with, and he just had this warmth about him, very genuine and loving.
Hi, my name is Edward of Edward Music. I'm a musician. I had the pleasure of working with Rodolfo, the holistic escort, at Glen Ivy Resort. In one session, I felt so much light, so many precision insights, and I just feel that it's continuing to expand within me even as I speak. I mean, it gives me just great delight to recommend anyone on the path who just wants to lighten up and feel guided by such a loving master of the AlmaFlow, of all that he does. I highly recommend Rodolfo, and yeah, namaste.
I'm Candice. I've known Rudy, Darshana, Rodolfo for probably about 4 years now, and a happenstance meeting has changed my life. I asked him to marry my husband and I because he's the most spiritual person that we know, the most energetic person we know, and it was the best decision I've made of my wedding. Thank you very much, and he's a benefit to everybody in many aspects of your life.
Hi, my name is Brianne Gates, and I am at Max Simon's Step Up and Lead Now retreat. I had the pleasure last night of being worked on by Rodolfo, and I have had a lot of healers work on me, and the experience I had last night was unlike anything I've ever felt. And I'll tell you this because I was a really sick child, and growing up I looked and searched for people like Rodolfo. And to now have him in my life and to have him at my fingertips, to be able to call him and access him at any time, is a true blessing. So if you have just found him, I suggest you stick near him or make sure that he's in one of your contacts, because I had an overwhelming sense of release of pain that I have had in my chest from an injury. I also had a emotional release that for me is not that easy, I think. And so it was like, I felt like my whole journey here was really to meet Rodolfo and have the experience I had last night. So I'm so blessed. Thank you so much.
I just wanted to hug him, and I don't know, it was just his presence and his love. It was just emanating, and yeah, I feel that the moment that I met him, I was used to probably having a little bit of a wall with men, or just being a little bit careful, and I instantly felt safe and comfortable and loved, and the energy was completely there. It's just something that's there's nothing to describe it. It's just there, and I just know it is. You just feel it. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.